not demand only celebration, but also a few moments of the thought process which should go on those issues, those activities which actually converted this 15th August 1947 into a momentous day for all of us. The type of struggle, the type of torture our forefathers suffered, the type of effort they made to make this nation independent, all those things generally we do not remember in our day-to-day activities. We are so busy in our daily chorus that the thought process of how we achieved independence, what was the price which was paid by our forefathers, and what we are required to do to preserve it. I think today is an ideal day when all of us, maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes, we should sit back quietly and reflect that the effort of our forefathers, the type of sacrifices which they made for this nation, we need to remember that, and only then we will be able to realize the importance of this day. We all are very fortunate that we opened our eyes in this universe in a free India. So actually we do not know the pain and the sorrow and the troubles of being born in our own country but being ruled by others. We were ruled by Britishers for almost 200 years, and the type of plunder and loot they did, we used to be known as a country Sone ki Chidiya, and the type of plunder and loot the Britishers made, we all know the activity and the tortures which they inflicted on us. And nothing can be more rewarding and satisfying that the same Britishers, as world fourth largest economy, we took over them last year. And that is a natural justice. The country which ruled us for over 200 years, they looted us, they tortured us, and economically in these 80 years of our existence as independent India, we surpassed them economically. We are the fourth largest economy in the world and raring to take the third position next year after US and China. So this is the resilience, whatever our forefathers suffered and paid price for. The last 80 years, we all Indians have made it. We have ensured that their efforts are not going in vain, and the country has progressed economically. And it's my firm belief that when you are economically sound, when we are having money in the pocket, we feel confident, we feel independent. And that money in every Indian's pocket, to bring that money, the banking industry, we all are responsible for that. The country has progressed, we all can take credit in that growth story. And if you look at the journey from 1947, when we got independence, of course country was struggling, so the concept of 5-year plan was introduced in 1951, and every 5 years a different area was taken by the policy makers. Then 1969 banks got nationalized. 1972 the concept of priority sector came into existence. Then the second dose of nationalization. Then the Singman Committee 1991, lot of reforms happened in the banking sector. And now the digital revolution. And going forward, we are looking at Amrit Kal, the developed country in 2047. So lot of struggles, lot of sacrifices, even after post-independence, the country has suffered. And we all Indians, we have stood together united to ensure that country grows. And today, on this day, while celebrating this Independence Day, we all should convey the message to our younger generation, to our sons, daughters, grandsons. They should know from where this country has started its journey, 200 years of slavery, what was it like, and with what efforts it took us to ensure that independence. and today we are enjoying the fruit of independence. We may not be able to appreciate that, but all of us can close our eyes and think that we are third-rate citizen in our own country. You cannot go to Marina Beach because Gora Sahab will come, or you cannot convey a meeting in a park because General Dayal can come and that Jallianwala Bagh can be repeated. All those things happened in those days in our own country. And that importance of independence has to be conveyed to everyone, to the new generation, so that the country remains free, the country remains independent, the country remains stronger, the country grows stronger, so that generation after generation, we stand here and celebrate Independence Day every year, for many, many years to come. So on this day, while congratulating all of you on this 80th Independence Day, I will request everyone to please go back in the history lane, in the memory lane, think of the struggles, think of the tortures, think of those hardships which we have all along been facing for our forefathers, plus post-independence also lots of struggle, poverty, famine, flood, natural calamities. All those things we have faced and reached at this level where we can proudly say that we are the fourth largest economy of the world and are ready to be the third in next year. And we all, as bankers, we all have immensely contributed to it. So let us continue our journey, let us understand our responsibilities, and let us convert those responsibilities into actually actionable items, actionable things, so that year after year we can proudly celebrate Independence Day of our great nation. So while thanking all of you, I will request everyone to say after me, Jai Hind! Jai Hind! Jai Hind! Jai Hind! Jai Hind! धन्यवाद, थैंक यू। मैं अपना कार्य समर्पण के साथ करने तथा राष्ट्र की स्वतंत्रता व अखंडता को अक्षुण्ण व सशक्त बनाए रखने के लिए सत्यनिष्ठापूर्वक शपथ लेता हूँ। साथ ही मैं यह भी पुष्टि करता हूँ कि मैं कभी भी हिंसा की सहायता नहीं लूंगा तथा धर्म भाषा क्षेत्र संबंधी सभी विषमताओं तथा विवादों अथवा अन्य राजनीतिक या आर्थिक शिकायतों का शांतिपूर्वक तथा संवैधानिक माध्यम से निपटान करने का प्रयास करता रहूंगा।
National Integration Pledge. I solemnly pledge to work with dedication to preserve and strengthen the freedom and integrity of the nation. I further affirm that I shall never resort to violence and that I will continue to endeavor towards settlement of all differences and disputes relating to religion, language, region, or other political or economic grievances by peaceful and constitutional means.
constitutional means.
Thank you.